Hello, gentlemen, and welcome to the Men Save Your Marriage show. My name is Terry. I'm your host. I did an autopsy on my failed marriage, and now I use the lessons that I learned to coach other men on how to save their marriage before it fails. I'm going to share with you the things I wish someone would have shared with me before my marriage failed. Are you ready? Let's get started. Hello, gentlemen, and welcome back. This is Terry, and this is the Men Save Your Marriage show. Again, welcome back in. You just heard the bell. You know what that means? That means that we are back in the ring, you and I together, fighting. We are fighting not to win an argument, but to win her heart again. You are going to win your wife's heart again. Today, we are on episode number 45. This is the third episode in the Marriage Arsenal series, but it's overall episode 45. And today we're going to be talking about trust rebuilt and why she is testing you and the change that is happening in you. This is part 3 of the special series, and this is going to be probably the hardest pill to swallow, because today we're tackling the real reason your marriage still feels stuck. She doesn't trust your change. She doesn't believe it's real. She doesn't trust that this new version of you is going to last. And no matter what you do, no matter how calm, kind, or consistent you try to be, she keeps testing you. Pulling back, maybe she's throwing a little shade. She'll act cold, sometimes even accusing you of being manipulative or fake. And if you're not careful, you'll throw your hands up and say, "What's the point?" But don't you dare quit now. I'm telling you, do not quit. Because what feels like rejection is actually a test. And not to hurt you, but to see if the man she's hoping for is real. She needs to see that the man that is this different man that's in front of her now, he's real. That's what's happening. So today I'm going to show you why she doesn't trust you, even if you've changed, how to handle the test without blowing up, and how to lead her heart consistently even when she's emotionally gone. This is the fight you were made for, gentlemen, so let's go. Point number 1, she's not testing you to punish you. She's testing you to protect herself. You've heard me tell you this before, okay? So let's talk truth. You're not crazy. She is acting cold. She is pushing you away, and she is questioning your intentions. And yeah, Sometimes it feels like she wants you to fail so she can say to you, "See, I knew it." But here's the deeper layer. She is scared. She is scared to believe in you again. She is scared to be disappointed. She is scared to open up and get hurt again. Most men make the mistake of interpreting her resistance as bitterness, but it's not bitterness, it's self-protection. Now just think about this, okay? If she let herself believe that you were really different and then you reverted, that's more painful than never believing it at all. So she guards herself. She tests your tone. She watches for cracks. And in those tests, she's really asking, without saying the words, "Can I trust you?" That's what she's asking. Will you react the same way you used to? Is this change real or just another manipulation? This is the moment where most men collapse. I have seen this over and over again. And they've said to me, and this is what they'll say, "I've changed and she still doesn't care, so forget it." Or they lash out and say things like, "I'm doing all this and it's still not good enough for you." But if you want it to lead, you really, and I mean really want to lead, you need to see the test for what it is. This is an opportunity for you to prove to her consistency. It's a call to keep showing up with calm strength, a chance to become undeniable. That's what's in front of you. Not with perfect words, not with endless talks, but with steady, strategic action. That's where the marriage arsenal becomes your greatest tool. See, when she pulls away, you lead with presence, not pressure. So here's the gut check. You're going to feel rejected. She's going to ignore the good you're doing. She's going to act like it's not enough. She's even going to act like your efforts don't matter. And you will want to retreat, I promise you. Or push harder or defend yourself. But don't do any of those things. Pressure breaks trust, but presence builds it. Let me say that again. Pressure breaks trust, but presence builds it. The old you might have tried to force her to see your effort, to guilt trip her, to beg for recognition. But the man you're becoming now, oh no, he doesn't need her applause. He leads even when it's thankless. And the best way for you to do that, pre-built moments of presence. Not big speeches, not walking on eggshells, not passive-aggressive distance, just calm, quiet leadership. You hand her a card, not to change her mood, but to demonstrate your presence. A simple message, something that says, I'm not perfect, but I'm trying, and I still believe in us. That's it. There's no pressure there. There's no expectation, just presence, your presence. And over time, that presence becomes her proof. Now listen, the card isn't magic. It's the consistency that surrounds it. One card will not change her, but a series of clear, intentional, emotion-connected moments, that rewires the entire dynamic. See, you stop being the threat and you start becoming the safe place again. Now listen, guys, before I go on to this next point, if you're serious about saving your marriage, I want you to start your day with something that actually helps. I send one short, powerful email every morning. Real talk, no fluff, just a daily challenge to help you lead better, to love stronger, and maybe become the man your family needs. If the message comes across and it hits, carry it with you throughout the day. And if not, delete it and show up again tomorrow and see what tomorrow's email message says. So I want you to take a minute, go to saveyourmarriage.com and get on the email list. That's it, saveyourmarriage.com. Sign up today. I promise you, every day you will start your day with a little hit of a challenge or something with leadership to help you be a better man. All right, enough of that. On to point 3. Trust isn't earned once. It is forged over time. A lot of men ask me, how long is it going to take? I get that one all the time. Or how many cards do I need to give before she softens up? When will she finally trust that I've changed? I hear these all the time. Guys, these are the wrong questions. The better question is this. Am I willing to become the kind of man who keeps showing up even when it's hard? That's it. All you can do is control yourself. Because trust isn't earned with a single grand gesture. It is forged through repetition. You show up calm even when she's tense. You stay consistent even when she is distant. You lead with words even when they are not reciprocated. You see, the marriage arsenal gives you the tools for that repetition. It gives you structure. 15 cards you can use throughout the year, matched to moments. Each one written for the emotional weight that you are carrying. Each one designed to land and not just be read. I can tell you that she will cherish these. Wives tend to keep these for a long time. Just food for thought. All right, you don't need to invent emotional leadership. You just have to step into it. When you use the marriage arsenal, you build a track record, a timeline of intentional leadership. That's what earns trust. That's what she'll remember. And that's what breaks through the walls. Not the perfect phrase, but the undeniable pattern that you are creating. You keep showing up with clarity and presence and purpose, and you do that repeatedly, and eventually she sees the man you are and not the man that you used to be. Now, you're not crazy, you're not weak, and you're not failing. You're in the middle of a test, and most men never make it this far. This is where the quitters tap out. This is where the passive men check out. And this is where the emotional boys throw a tantrum and say she's impossible. But not you. You're not quitting, you're forging forward. And the marriage arsenal is how you lead with intention when your words feel weak. I want you to go check this out. Just go to marriagearsenal.com Take a look at it, order the set, use the cards, not once, not twice, but create a pattern of pursuit in your marriage, and you will lead with presence. You're not just giving her a message here, you're giving her evidence that you are not the same man you used to be. All right, gentlemen, as we wrap up, some final thoughts. Your marriage isn't dead, brothers. You need to hear that. I know at times it feels like it, but your marriage is not dead. But trust, well, trust is on life support. You don't need louder actions and you don't need bigger gifts. You need clear moments of calm, emotional leadership repeated over time. That's what builds belief. That's what builds trust and rebuilds trust. That's what makes her feel safe enough to open up again. This is how we close out the Marriage Arsenal series, but we're not done. In the next episode, I'm introducing a whole new category. Connection cards. You will learn why every store-bought card is a missed opportunity, why words without purpose are just noise, and how we're forging a movement of men who lead moments that matter. Stay tuned. Get ready for the next episode, but in the meantime, you already know the next step. Go to marriagearsenal.com, check them out, take a look, get a set for yourself. Lead the moment, forge the connection, be the man who shows up when it counts. That's what your challenge is for today. Gentlemen, I thank you for being here today, and I look forward to getting you the next episode very soon. I want you to go out and make it a great day. Take care.